Hi, my name's Thomas. I'm the co-founder of Physician Wealth Systems, where we help doctors build six and seven figure passive income streams through real estate. And today, I want to talk to you about how you, as a doctor, can start building your very own stream of passive income today. Now, the term passive income is thrown around a lot on the internet and YouTube from thousands of gurus promising you that their program will instantly generate you tens of thousands of dollars in passive income. The problem is 90% of these people aren't being completely transparent. There really is no such thing as passive income. In order to create passive income, you first need to spend time up front creating the systems that will eventually become passive. After you put in the time learning and building, only then you can start enjoying the fruits of your labor. But even then, there will likely still be a small amount of work occasionally required to keep your passive income coming in. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the easiest way to start generating passive income through real estate. And the reason I like real estate so much is because not only can it create passive income, but it also reduces your taxes, grows in value through appreciation, and you can use leverage to increase your rate of return. Pretty neat. Not forgetting to mention, it's also the most secure and stable investment class, even through recessions, because it's solely based on the cash flow it generates, and it's been proven through thousands of years to be the best way to become wealthy. Matter of fact, Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest people in history, once said 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. More money has been made in real estate than in all industrial investments combined. The wise young man or wage earner of today invests his money in real estate. So, how do we create passive income through real estate? There are many methods and many strategies to get into real estate, but in this video, I'm going to share just one, and this one is by far the easiest to get into. And the strategy is called house hacking. House hacking is when you purchase a multifamily property to live in and rent out the other units to pay your mortgage, and if done right, should bring in extra cash on top of your mortgage. And if you live in a market where there are limited multifamilies, duplexes, you can also buy and rent out a single family home and rent out each room individually on a platform such as Airbnb. I myself actually moved into an Airbnb for a brief time that had 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is a market that doesn't have too many multifamilies. And each room was being rented out individually on Airbnb for $850 per month. And the owner was living in one of the rooms. So that means there was 4 rooms being rented out, and he had a 95% occupancy, and so those 4 rooms was generating over $3,000 a month. And his mortgage was only $1,800. So he was living for free and making money on top of that from renting out each room. That sounds pretty nice to me. So why I like this strategy so much is because you get the ability to use a primary residential loan to purchase the property, which means that your down payment and your interest rate will be much lower than it would be if you were to purchase the same investment property using an investment loan. And the reason you're allowed to do this is because you are actually living in the property yourself while using part of it as an investment. A neat little loophole. And the best part is, after 1 year of purchasing the property, you can move out, keep the same mortgage with the same interest rate, and rent out the other side you were previously living in to generate more cash flow and purchase a new multifamily with another primary resident mortgage, repeating the same process many times as you want to, once every single year. So let's just take a look at the difference between an investment loan and a primary mortgage. First, an investment loan, you can expect to pay 0.5 to 0.75 more in interest on these types of loans compared to a conventional primary residential loan. And you're also going to need about 25% down. However, you can go lower in some circumstances with these investment loans, but in return, you can expect your interest rate to increase a lot. So let's just say that you want to purchase a duplex. It costs $300,000 and you're going to use an investment loan. You're going to need 25% down, which is $75,000. With a primary residential loan, you can pay as little as 3% down, or in some cases, 0% if it's a first time home purchase, for example. So for the same $300,000 duplex, instead of needing $75,000 for a down payment, you only need $9,000. That's a much lower barrier of entry and a much more attractive option. So let's talk about the exact steps of how to get your first property and start getting this passive income from house hacking. The first thing you're going to want to do is connect with some lenders to get pre-qualified for a mortgage. I recommend you speak with multiple lenders to get the absolute best rate. Once you have an idea of what you can afford and what the monthly payments will be at different prices, such as if you purchase a 200,000 versus a 300,000, what is your monthly payment going to be? The next connection you want to make is going to be with a property manager. And the reason you want to connect with a local property manager is because they will know what each area rents are going for and what the best places to buy rental properties are. They can also help you manage the property with placing and screening tenants once you find your property. I would start by telling them your plan, which is you plan on purchasing a rental property very soon in this market and need a property management company to help manage it. And then from there, ask them a ton of questions, as many questions as you can. Questions like how many properties or doors do you manage? Where are the best neighborhoods to buy rentals in? What is your monthly fee? Etc., etc. After you get some good information and ideas of where you want to start shopping for your first house hack, it's time to connect with a real estate agent, a good real estate agent. Working with a great agent versus an okay agent can be the difference between tens of thousands of dollars lost or saved. You want to find a real estate agent that works with investors and invests in real estate themselves. This will ensure that your agent will be experienced and understands the market from an investor's point of view, which is completely different than just buying a home to live in. A couple questions when interviewing agents that you'd like to work with could be, are you a full-time agent or a part-time? We only want to work with full-time agents here. How long have you been a real estate agent for? How many investors do you work with? Do you work with investors? And if so, how many? How many homes have you sold in this area in the past year? And do you own any real estate investments? And if so, how many? Now, after you found a great agent, explain to them what you intend to do and start looking at properties. Before you make the purchase on a property that you like, make sure you have your agent pull a rent analysis and also check with that property management company and ask them what they believe you could get for rent. Even if the rent doesn't pay more than your mortgage when you're living in it, it's still a win because you are lowering your mortgage payments overall or you're just living for free. So just make sure when you do move out that when you're renting both sides of the unit, that it will bring in enough monthly cash flow to cover and pay cash flow on top of that mortgage so that you can then keep it as a cash flowing asset once you move out. So there's the high level view of the house hacking strategy. If you'd like to learn more in depth about this topic, there's a great book called House Hacking. I recommend you give it a read. I'll leave the link to it in the description below. And if you have any questions or any comments or would like some help, go ahead, leave a comment below. Myself and our team reads all the comments and we would be happy to help. We may even talk about it on our podcast, Real Estate Mogul MD. I hope you guys have a great day.